It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, it's our main event between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And here we go from Lambeau. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Here's White to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out in the clear. There he goes on the right side. He could do it. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready. Nice. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll run here on 1st down. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Completed over the middle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped the right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short.
It's now
You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Okay, ready?
A pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this.
Let's go now. Dragon 60, 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
They're going to throw for it on 4. He finds it beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Tag. Lightning, Cowboy 80. Huh.
Sending him on the dive. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
A gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Ready? 19.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills break the tie here in the first.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cover like
Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Get it! Ready, ready?
Working on first down. Headed out right. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's the throw. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, ready?
On first down, they'll run. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Count, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They give it to him again. And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Gravity Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. That Hamas force block had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Design quarterback run here. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now it's White. He has the first over the middle. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-point lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Get it.
Airing it out to start this drive. Trying for the deep ball. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. A give now from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Flushed out of the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, White. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Keeps it moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-possession game. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Ready, set. Go.
Setting up to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Warrior 70. Sack. 19.
He's dropping back to throw. That's caught out right by Golden. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Forced out to his right. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. White throwing here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here's a design run. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's White. Complete beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
White looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 33. White to throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Benson's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Packers 14.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Get up.
Throwing again on second. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And he's going to bring this back for the pick six and a Buffalo touchdown. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. And that pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Come on. Ready.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll stick with the ground game here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Lobs this deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
There's a dive up the middle. Nice ride forward, halted after a couple of yards. Taken down on that play by Landon Jackson. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's the snap on fourth. He connects downfield. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down.
Mustang 19.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dragon 60. 18, 5. Ready.
First and 10, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Cup 19. Cup 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Air it out on third. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
42. Packers 21. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Bills take over first and 10. And they're on 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And hey, we see how under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Escapes the pocket. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
They're going for this. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. Take a play action on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Here's the handoff. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Bills football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Set. 70 line. Go.
Benson now from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Benson on the counter. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
Packers 21.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Ready.
Give now to the running back. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Hand off to the back. And second down only works out for a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it third
Bills
down.
bringing an extra DB out. Third down.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70.
They'll throw. Third and long. Hits him on the end route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tag. Panther 60. Hey, check that. Check smash. Check smash. Hurt. Let's go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run here on first down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's third and 6 now.
70.
2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Come on. Ready.
Throw here, third down. Buying some time left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to bring this back for the pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape, not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Back to work they go after the interception. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's White. Fits it through the middle. Hits the 20. He finds space, middle of the field. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bills keep running away with this. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Chooses to bring this one out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Ready up. Rocco 80. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Viking 18. Go.
Handoff now out of the gun. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 19-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Throwing on seconds. And they pick him off again. And the Bills take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity to look in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
They give it to him again. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. He's got it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road.
I just want to rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.